Alright, welcome to the finals of GPP. I didn't expect to make it to the finals, honestly. But yeah, I'm playing Naya ramp against Skagra, who's on Mono Red Storm. And Skagra, actually, how's the seeds looking like? I think they're on the play for game one. Yeah, they're on the play for game one, which is not great, but like, I don't actually care that much about game one because, like, they're a Storm deck. I'm a ramp deck. I can't even do, I can't do anything against them. I think they just have a pretty free game one. But for game two and three, I have Fox Spewer in the board. Okay, I keep this anyways. But yeah, I have 3 copies of Fox Spears in the board, and 8 ways to tutor them main deck. So games 2 and 3 is basically just going to be how many Fox Spears can I play, and how many Fox Spears can Skagra answer. Because if I can play more Fox Spears than they can answer, then I win. And if I can't, then they win. So very exciting games. I wonder if I'm supposed to hard mulligan for Fox Spears. Wait, what? Okay, yeah, Gift of the Phoenix. Sure. But they're a Storm deck with an infinite combo, and the infinite combo is literally just 2 instants of Brilliances. Because if you like play 2 instants of Brilliances, or if you point an instance of Brilliance at another instance of Brilliance, then it just goes infinite by itself. Since the first instant copies the second, or basically the second instance of Brilliance copies the first instance of Brilliance, and then the copy points it at, and then you point the copy at the first instance of Brilliance, so you just get infinite copies and then do infinite damage with the instance of Brilliances. Like seems like opponent has a pretty slow start, but like slow starts don't matter because again, unless I get blazing fast start, which I can't, like I can't really win the game very quickly, then I just like, okay, so what do I do here? Do I care about playing out Little Pig? Yes, it should be a 3-3, or I should play it as a 3-3 because it doesn't do much. Okay, in that case, I should actually play Amber Hills tapped. Does life matter at all in this matchup? Let me think. I think I should play Amber Hills untapped because yeah, life doesn't matter, but what am I doing with it? Okay, so the only way I'm really winning is by just ramping out a super big scary thing as soon as possible. I should play Amber Hills untapped because it gives me sack bowl food. Anyways, Ramsey comes down and I just pass the turn. Ramsey still has the incorrect power and toughness. Do I just fetch Lumbering Hillock? Yes, because I have Little Pig adventuring soon, right? They don't have any. Wait, what? Do they have any instant speed things that they can do? Let me look at their deck again. Yeah, their only instants are instants of Brilliances. What are they doing? Well, in that case, I mean, do I sack it for Lumbering Hillock right now? No, I might draw an off-color card that I really want to cast, so I'll just leave it up for now. Ramsey number 2. Ramsey's a lot worse now that it's legendary. Yeah, the second copy is not very useful. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 mana this turn, or 6 mana if I want to sack. I don't have main board, yeah, I don't have main board Summit Guardian, or I should show off Summit Guardian. But yeah, I don't have main board Summit Guardian, so like, there isn't actually anything good I can fetch off Twisted Masterwork. Well, I mean, what's the biggest, dumbest thing I can fetch out of my deck? Let me look my deck again. I think Tyrant Tributes might be a decent thing to fetch. I mean, it gets rid of half their lands. That's something, like, that actually attacks their combo. Maybe I get Silent Flourishing. Actually, yeah, Silent Flourishing seems decent, right? Because that thing probably clocks them down faster than anything else in the deck. Not looking great for me. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can fetch out Silent Flourishing this turn. If I do that, then what happens? I attack for 3 next turn. Then turn after that, I play a land. I should play out Little Pig earlier. All right, I'm just gonna take a leap of faith and assume that I'm gonna top deck white, so I'm just gonna get Harp Glade, then play out Twisted Masterwork, get Silent Flourishing. I wonder if I made a mistake by not trying to fetch. I wonder if I made a mistake by not trying to fetch out the, what's it called again? Tire of Tributes. Because, like, I mean, how far away was I from fetching Tyrant? Like at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I misplayed, didn't I? I should have tried to fetch out Tyrant. Okay, they play a melee main. Are they comboing off now? Okay, they're gonna -3, which gets them 6 mana and lets them loot twice. They're gonna play Stolen. Right, they can do that. Alright, Stolen Cash is really good against my enchanted lands. Because now that thing's actually making them mana, instead of just being mana neutral. Wait, what? Okay. Yeah, they can chew the scenery, right. Alright, let's see what they flip off the top. I'm assuming they flip off enough things to keep going. Well, I mean, definitely looks like a lot of things. Let's see what they can actually do with that, then. They grab Leaf Down to the Mage, Adventure. Okay, sure, I mean, I'm just gonna let them take their time deciding how to combo off. Alright, so there's their first instance of Brilliance pointing at the left-hand wayside. Do they have a second instance of Brilliance in hand? I mean, that kind of just ends the game. Well, apparently it's apparently the game hasn't ended just yet, so they don't have that, I guess. But, like, they can just keep going, right? But they're gonna... Okay, sure. Since Brilliance pings me every time they cast a spell from now on, so I do need to remember that. I mean, if they fizzle, that'd be nice because I can probably win the game from there. Like, I play down Sackbow, Little Pig. Oh, I can't do both. Play on Sackbow, play out a land, Time Flourishing buffs everyone, and then swing for a decent chunk. They're at 11 mana though, so as long as they have some way to get access to more cards, they can just keep going. What? Are they done with resolving True Scenery? I guess they are. So what did they not cast? They didn't cast Bar Hopping, huh? Okay, let's see if they have Culminating Chaos, because that probably wins the game. They do. Okay, sure. They get to flip... How many cards is that? They get to flip 6 times 2 cards, so that's 12 cards off the top. No, 7 times? Okay, sure. So they get to flip 14 cards off the top, and then they get to add 14 mana. So, like, it's 1 mana impulse draw 14 cards, which is extremely... which sounds extremely busted if you, like, just hear it as that. And you can... Yeah, you can play those cards. You don't even have to decide on which ones to... Anyways, if Skagra likes to do it like this with a bunch of reminder tokens, then yeah, feel free, I guess. I can't really stop them from doing whatever, piling up their cards, however. I'm just here to watch the fireworks, although the fireworks are pointed at my face. Let's see. Come on. Do you have lethal yet? Well, they have a second Culminating Chaos. I mean, that flips them into 17 more cards, or I mean 14. It has been an even number. Yeah, flip them to 14 more cards. It's hard to believe that they won't find a way to combo kill me from there. Anyways, isn't this fun? I mean, it actually isn't too bad because it kills you relatively quickly, or the deck kills you relatively quickly after it goes off, because you take a bunch of cards and then you get 2 instants brilliances pointing at each other and you win the game that way. Alright, melee main number 2. They're gonna play out all the rituals first before going for a second Culminating Chaos, just so that you can lift the maximum number of cards off of it. Because again, the second level of Culminating Chaos adds mana, or refunds you 2 mana, which is how much it costs to escalate. So you're paying 1 mana and getting, but the more mana you put into it, the more cards you flip, but you still only pay 1 mana in the end. So you want to put as much mana into it as you can, because there's no downsides to putting mana into it. Alright. It seems like Purple left, is no longer watching the game. I guess they got bored of watching the Storm guy combo off, or maybe just super late. I mean, it is kind of late. Alright, remember to take damage. This deck also puts a bunch of piles everywhere, because you got these cast from exiles from Culminating Chaos, as well as the adventures from the Leaf Down Sizzle Mages. Pretty messy board, all things considered. Alright, sure, Culminating Chaos number 2. Let's see how... 9 times? I mean, it almost decks you, right? So, if I ask nicely, Skagra will deck themselves for me. They go up to 18 mana. Well, I mean, they were already 18 mana, but like Culminating Chaos refunds them 18 and flips 9 cards off the top. Or, I mean, 18 cards off the top. Yeah, okay, yeah, they have to remind me every time that Instance of Brilliance is triggering. Like, I probably should just be conceding by now, but I want to watch the fireworks, right? I mean, it's just finals. I might not even get a second game after this because because there is a chance that I just don't draw into any of my hate pieces and then lose horribly because my opponent combos off turn 3 or something. I'm hoping that doesn't happen because that would be anticlimactic. Actually, it doesn't mean that I have to win game 3 on the draw against a combo deck. That isn't a great look for me. Do you have any ways of stacking lands other than Shoot the Scenery? No, right? Like, they're not running, or what do they call again? Something greater purpose? The thing that sacks a permanent and impulses draw 2. Yeah, they're not running it, so I don't have to worry about that card in combination with Stolen Cash, grabbing one of my enchanted lands and then giving them a bunch of mana, as well as making me sack it early game. Alright, and where's the second Instance Brilliance? There we go. Okay, infinite damage, and that's GG. Alright, yep, that's how a combo deck works. Anyways, post board, Fox Spears come in, and Limit Guardians come in. Is there any Earthbreaker Behemoth targets in their deck anywhere? They have Leap Down Sizzle Mages. They're not going to play them, so no, that's bad. Charming Marauder has 0 targets. What else did I cut? I cut 1 Little Pig because that thing's... Actually, no, I cut the Sack Bulls because those guys are way too slow. Right, do I bring Solar Flares just as way to... No, I don't. That's a dumb idea. I shouldn't bring in Solar Flares. I guess that's the deck. Doesn't feel great, but, I mean, do I really have any better options? And plus, like, a deck that's playing essentially 11 copies of Foxbuer. That's pretty nice. And let's see, on my opponent's side, they have Fire Rager in the board, which is 4 copies of Fire Rager on the board, which is what they're going to be bringing in to kill my Foxbuers. So it's basically just a game of who can kill the most Foxbuers, or not, who can net the most number of Foxbuers. If I manage to get a Foxbuer to stick, then it's really bad for them. If they manage to kill my Foxbuer, then it's really bad for me. If I don't try any Foxbuers, then that's also really bad for me. If I get the opportunity to ramp into Summit Guardian, they can't kill it easily, and that probably wins me the game. I'm just glad to be playing this many hate pieces, or have the ability to play this many hate pieces in my deck, because now it makes me a lot better against combo decks post-board. The opponent's definitely thinking about how to board. I mean, it's not very easy for them, because they need to bring in their Fiery Ragers to kill my... Okay, well... Anyways, let's hope for a good hand. Well, this is a pretty decent hand. I'll keep this. I mean, he has turn 2 Foxbuer into turn 4 Foxbuer, I guess. Like, it doesn't have any ramp, but actually I'm worried about Foxbuer with no pressure. Oh, Trojan Clouds is also really bad. Right. In fact, it's probably even worse than Little Pig and Sackbull. Okay, I should remind myself to bring this, or take this card out next game, if there is a next game. Alright, let's see. Yeah, not great. Not great. Alright, so I actually want to fetch Lumbering Hillock because it gives me a play in case I don't draw anything useful. And like, I do need pressure, some amount of pressure, in order to actually do stuff. What's the worst that can happen if I don't drop Foxbuer this turn? Can they combo off on 2 mana? They need to like play 2 rituals, play Amelie main, minus Amelie. Is that likely? I mean, there's also a chance I just run Foxbuer into a Fire Eraser. Am I fine with that outcome? The answer is I think so, because no, I'm not very fine with that outcome. Let me think. Yeah, I should just run out Foxbuer. Like, and I'll fetch. I think I fetch Heart of the Glade because I'm not going to be using these Children of the Clouds. Anyways, I'm just going to run out Foxbuer, and if they untap and kill it, then whatever. I made them waste their turn 2. I still have a way to get a second one, although like it'll be on turn 3, which is not great for me. I'm hoping to draw into something I can do next turn, because they can just end up turn... oh great. Okay, this is not good for me, because if they end up turn killed by Foxbuer and combo off next turn, then I just lose. But at the same time, I can't actually tower. Yeah. Alright, that was a bad keep. Let's hope they don't have it then. They don't have it. Okay, good. They don't have Fiery Rager in hand, so they can't combo very easily. Comminating Chaos can wipe my Foxbuer, but it requires them to use one of their charges of Comminating Chaos. And so I don't think I want to play out my second Foxbuer just yet, because... Or do I? So if I power out Foxbuer number 2, what happens? It makes Comminating Chaos even harder to get to. Like, if they want the Comminating Chaos to clear my board, they have to waste 2 turns on it, basically. They have to spend 5 mana on Comminating Chaos, which means they can't really ritual on that turn, and then I get a turn to do something. Wait, no, a tower costs... Yeah, tower costs 5 to... Or if tower for Foxbuer costs 5 now, right? Alright, Oh, I'm just fetching out my forest now. I should fetch... actually, yeah, I should just fetch a mountain here in case I get something that I need to use mountain on. Whack them Foxbuer. Play out Ramsey. I mean, if I can ramp myself up to 7 mana, I can tower for Summit Guardian, which is way better at stopping them from doing anything. Do they have end of turn fire? No, they don't. Okay, so maybe they're stuck on 1 Scarred. But that's looking really good for me then. Anyways, the problem is that they're killing a Foxbuer at instant speed. So what I really need is Twisted Masswork. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, if I top deck Twisted Masswork next turn, then that's really good for me, because now I get to Twisted Masswork for Summit Guardian once they try to kill my Foxbuer. That kind of just shuts them down from really doing anything. Right, do you have a way to kill Foxbuer now? I'm assuming it's a 1 Stolen Cash. Sure. If you really want to use it as a way to ramp, then feel free. Did that even give you more mana than... No, it didn't. Alright, here's hoping to top decking Twisted Masswork, Primary Resurgence. They're getting out of it. Okay, so I need to tower for Foxbuer number 2 now. Because clearly they don't have an answer to Foxbuer. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, tower for Foxbuer number 2. I don't actually get to play Primary Resurgence this turn though. Right. If I play Primary Resurgence, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I tap 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's no point in playing out Primary Resurgence, the super expensive Primary Resurgence. I should just be happy with what I have, and like, if you have a removal spell, use it now, so that... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they don't have... I'm just gonna tower for 2. Like, give out my second Foxbuer. This is how you win against combo decks. You just tier out all your Fox Spirits and they can't do anything. If they have Culminating Chaos, they have to pay 5 mana to get rid of my board. I think I'm fine with that outcome. No, that's actually not a great outcome for me. Maybe I should have kept my tower for Summit Guardian. Maybe I did get a bit too greedy. Because like if they Culminating Chaos fight the board, I can't actually do anything. I need to top deck another land in order to start Children's Thing. They just pass. Alright, did they just not have anything? Seeker Touch Beauty. That doesn't do much. Alright, so if I play on Seeker, that means that I now have a bit more pressure on them. Anyways, I'm just gonna swing with everything. See what they do. I doubt they had to do anything. Alright, and then I play Primary Resurgence, which costs 3 mana, and then a Seeker. Yeah. And then Ramsey actually also makes an Antelope token. Fire Rager. Finally, that's Fire Rager number 1. Wait, did he just set it up like this so that they can combo off after the first Fire Rager? Like if they have a second Fire Rager, I guess they can, like they Fire Rager, they still have 3 mana and then they can do the combo. Oh god, they have it, don't they? Okay, Sunset Monastery. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I top deck a land next turn, I can tower for Fox Spirit number 3. Also 1-off lethal. Oh no, if I make it, no, I can't tower for anything that puts more damage into play. Skagra is thinking, so that means they might have a way to combo off. That's really scary to me. Okay, if they kill Fox Viewer, can they combo off in the same turn? Probably not, because no, they definitely can, I think. I mean, if they have a second Fire Rager, they would have used it, right? So they don't have a second Fire Rager. So that means the removal is kind of locked in. Oh, Mealy May. Sure, that's scary. So they have 7 mana in total. I mean, it's pretty likely that they draw into Fire Rager, and if they do, then they kill my Fox Viewer and then combo off. If they draw into Culminating Chaos, they kill my Fox Viewer and they combo off. Although they'll be comboing from a lot less mana than usual. But if they ever kill my Fox Viewer, I still get a chance to tower for another one. I'm hoping that like it gets me there. Mealy May number 2. Alright, I mean, it's a +1 mana for each Mealy May. The fact that they didn't loot is actually kind of scary. It means that they have what they need in hand. No discard, yeah, that's really scary. I guess they can call me Chaos. Yeah, Culminating Chaos only costs 1 per. So they can wipe my Fox Spirit and still get the rebate from Culminating Chaos. First mode once. Alright, sure. I mean, you got me. Do you have Culminating Chaos number 2? No. Oh. Do the scenery. Okay, yeah, that happens. Okay, I'm just hoping that they don't get something too great. Oh. Womp womp, I guess. What, they get Gifted Phoenix 1 Scarred. 1 Scarred kills my creature. Yeah, this is a really unfortunate Chew the Scenery. But they still might get there. Like, what? They draw 2 cards. They steal my forest. Yeah, have fun with this thing. They can still get something good off Gifted Phoenix, right? Like, they get 3 mana, they draw 2 cards. Maybe they draw into something good. I don't know. I mean, they're gonna kill my Seeker. Well, no, if they don't go off this turn, they just lose. Because they just sacked out their lands. I mean, like, you can't really recover from that. GG? Okay, yeah. I don't feel great about that win because they got screwed on their Chew the Scenery. I mean, I can't complain about winning this game, but yeah, definitely didn't deserve it. Anyways, definitely pointing out the Children of Clouds because those guys are worse than useless in this matchup. In fact, Sack Rolls might even be better just because there's some offensive pressure. I'd rather bring in Solar Flares. Solar Flares or Reach. Maybe I should just bring in the Reach. Right. I mean, Sack Rolls. Yeah, Sack Rolls are pressure. I should just bring those guys in. This is things to do. Charming Marauder is worse than Sack Bowl, I think, right? 3 against 2. I mean, that is a difference, but Sack Bowls are just better early game, I think. Yeah, okay. Alright, time for game 3. Let's see. That's tempting. What are the chances I get Fox Spirit off EHS? I think it's probably decent. Like, if my first EHS doesn't land, I can just Higgins and play it and then EHS again. So yes, I will keep this. It's very risky because I don't have the turn 2 Fox Spear, but maybe I get the turn 2 Fox Spear off the EHS. Maybe I don't, but like, oh, well, there's Summit Guardian, so that's something I can definitely ramp into. Okay, fine, I'll play out the forest. Like, I was thinking maybe I should fetch because that gives me more Sack Bowl food, but I think it's so minor that it doesn't really matter. My opponent if my opponent goes off on turn 2, I can't really do anything against that. Like, if they go off turn 2, they probably deserve it because, like, last game was just so unfortunate for them with Chew the Scenery. Do I want to play EHS Lottery? Like, if I play Higgins here, the next turn I get to untap and slam Summit Guardian. If I play EHS here, there's a chance I flip in the Fox Sphere, but there's also a chance that I whiff. And if I whiff, what do I do next turn? I play Higgins and can't slam Summit Guardian. I think I play Higgins here, right? I play Higgins, pass, and hope they can't combo off on turn 3. If they don't combo off on turn 3, then I play Summit Guardian, and that just destroys all their hopes and dreams. Yep, I guess that's what I'm going for. High risk, high reward. I'm not going to I don't get to play a hate piece on turn 2, but maybe I don't need to. They can end up turn Fire Eraser this thing if they want. They don't. Okay. Please don't have the kill on turn 3. That's really all I can do here. I'm ramping out my hate piece, and you are trying to combo off on turn 3. They don't have it. Okay. And I think I've won, because I don't see how they're answering the Summit Guardian. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, that lands just by itself. Not the right color, so I do have to fetch here, and oh, this doesn't work out great for me. So what? I fetch out the planes. I play Summit Guardian, sack the planes. That seems really bad. But no, I play Summit Guardian, sack the planes, and then next turn I fetch the non-basic white source, and then play EHS. Okay, sure. I feel kind of bad for Skagra, honestly, because yeah, they just got this short end of the stick this game. Anyways, here's Summit Guardian. I do have to sack a planes to cast this, but you can't answer this, so like, yeah, you're kind of screwed now. And I have a 2-turn clock, right? No, it's a 3-turn clock. Yeah, these games aren't very exciting, or aren't very interactive. Like, game 1 was my opponent comboing off and just ignoring whatever I did. Game 2 was me slamming a bunch of hate bears to prevent my opponent from literally doing anything until they drew into enough removal to get rid of my hate bears. And then they tried to combo off and fizzled really badly off the Tudor scenery, which is usually a really good card, but like they even shoot for 5, right? So like usually that's the correct play, but then they just flip bad cards off of that. Now they lose. Anyways, yeah. They can't fire Eraser to Higgins if they want to. Yeah, I know it's untapped. I'm just using it to indicate an attack. They just take. They can't do anything. That's kind of unfortunate. Okay, Amber Hills will fetch a white source, and I play EHS with the white source. Well, EHS costs 5 right now, so this pays for it exactly, right? EHS, and if I flip a non-creature, I can still cast it by using the Flourishing Crevasse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that's hilarious. Do I put Fog Sphere into play just to like spite my opponent? I think I do. Yeah, sure. Why not? Actually, no. I put Lil Pig into play, put Fog Spear into my hand, bend all these guys, and hard cast Fog Spear. Anyways, have fun. Now that you literally can't. Now that everything costs 3 more, and I have lethal on board, right? If they Culminating Chaos, no, they can't Culminating Chaos. Actually, yeah, they can if they have 1 more land in hand. Culminating Chaos bites my small guys, and then they survive with 1 life. But those games weren't very fun. I should probably just say that. Yeah. Well, it's kind of disappointing that the finals had to come to this. But yeah, game 2 was definitely a fluke. The scenery whiffing there must have really hurt Skagra, like, because like they couldn't even have done anything about that. The scenery for 10 is usually good, but sometimes you just don't get lucky. It's probably the same chance of whiffing as like whiffing with the EHS. But yeah, that means I win the GP again. Yay. Again, don't feel that great about it, but I mean, I'm going to take a GP win. I know exactly what card I'm going to promo and what art I'm going to promo it with, because I've been wanting to promo it since last time I won with a ramp deck. But yeah, I guess that's GPP. Turns out ramp is still really good.